Championship down in Antti Buri. Antti, though, is a hard man to beat. He was on the podium in 20 of the 24 races of the British Championship season. And to remind you that at the Formula 4 Festival, for the first 20 copies, we have never had a Finnish festival winner. We have never had an Argentinian festival winner. So we might be on for a bit of history here in the next 20 laps. There's Finns and an Argentinian on the front row of the grid. Antti Buri and then Lichtenstein on row 2. The Dutch driver Bart van Os and number 7 Max van Vleuten and his teammate, his fellow Dutchman. On row 3 another Finn, Jesse Antti, number 12. And the first British driver on the grid is number 55 Gavin Hall. That is multiple Dutch and current Dutch Formula 4 champion and also the Benelux champion in the category, Michel Flory, 54-year-old, celebrated his birthday on Friday. So an actor, quite a big name in Holland, and Michel starts fourth row of the grid with Australia.
I said 72.
The British Championship this
I knew he was alongside
that old. Then it's Jason Dam and George Blundell.
It would have been funny if he was.
That would be really funny.
I think someone's broken down on South Bank. Yeah. Someone's broke down on South Bank. Yeah.
Is he headed for a breakdown?
No, they just wanted to get him for free.
Yeah, he's having a breakdown.
Yeah, he's having a breakdown.
Yeah,
They rang up their mate and told him to take the spark plugs out.
He's probably thinking, why did the breakdown start?
Yes, now of course.
It took me all day to fix it.
Gamer Racing have a vested interest in it through, which is very clever of them. They've been ganging up on us to try and win this Formula 4 Festival for many a long year and have yet to succeed. But you've got to give them full marks for trying. They have an interest in Antti Buri and the two Dutchmen, of course. But Eric Lichtenstein, he is very much a fancy runner here this year.
Cameras always show brighter.
We've already seen Antti Buri do the business.
Unless you do that.
First semi-final, and
that was still bright and
loud. It's a battle between these two.
That's a nice glass.
That's a really nice glass.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, right.
Looks as though he's got the form this weekend, but having said that, the margin
That's a really nice glass they got there.
So tight.
Shame if anything might happen to it.
Frankly, I would hate to put money on to win, that's for sure.
No, that's a pit lane.
Let's start there.
Waiting for the lights.
Well, I'll go for Buri.
Lichtenstein then, and I'm going for Max van Vleuten as the red
Lights are on.
The red lights are on and out and away they go, and it's a very good start from Buri and also from Lichtenstein. They're going out to Paddock almost side by side. Buri has a slight advantage there, but Lichtenstein tries to come back at him in the second half of the corner, and they go up into Druids with Buri a slight advantage. And now who's that tucking it in third place?
Bart van Os. Bart van Os currently in third, and another bad start for Max van Vleuten sees him falling back to fifth.
He's had an awful series of starts in this whole event, but van Os is looking good in third place. We're battling now with the leaders.
Rubber, burning rubber, it stinks off.
Beginning to pile the pressure on Buri, but Antti Buri was very quick through there at McLaren and Clearway. Look at Lichtenstein on the exit of the corner. The Argentinian closing up. Will he have a go here? It is the festival final. There is no hanging about. This is all or nothing. But Buri, a lovely defensive line there, holding off the challenge from Lichtenstein. But the Argentinian tries up the inside. Buri surely must get across and there to hold him on. But he's trying to go through on the inside. And Buri, if he can get off the grass onto the track, will have a better line into the left.
The lead, Buri holds it.
He retains the lead, but not by very much. And Lichtenstein is going for it. And he's
all or nothing, winner takes all.
In that 30s, Chris.
Buzzing all over the back of it though, as he tried desperately to catch up. He got Bart van Os on the tail as well in third place. And just there too, the Finnish driver made a good start. He's there in fourth position, first, second and third. Come out of the Clark curve over the start finish line. This is it. Lichtenstein's going to have a go on the way on the outside into Paddock Hill Bend. If he leaves the door open, Van Os will get at the inside. And he's very so late on the brake so that he can't do anything about him. Then they're right up the Helmut Hill. And he's close again here, Brian.
Taking a classic defensive line going into Paddock there, and that makes it doubly difficult for Lichtenstein to try and find a way past. However, these two battling it out. Van Os got close, but can he sustain that sort of challenge on these two leaders? I don't know. Buri using hard fighting to
Buri's not really gaining on fourth.
ban even that. At the moment it's still legal. So Buri has opened up a little bit of a gap. Is he getting away from Lichtenstein? And they head into Paddock Bend. Lichtenstein closes up. There's just a length in it as they begin to go up the hill towards Druids.
The other left. Now he's lost contact with the top two, with Buri and Lichtenstein. He's left fighting it out. They are coming through the corner and back straight.
And I think that Lichtenstein has an advantage here, but the door is shut in his face along Cooper Street.
Yeah, Buri just had a little slide coming out of Graham Hill Bend. He knew he'd made a mistake and straight away he covered off the line and the pin dived at the inside to block the gap because he knew Lichtenstein would try something odd and managed to hold on to the lead of the race. So Antti Buri leads the way out. Lichtenstein second, Bart Manos there in third place. Yes, he's fourth. And Flori's made a good start. He's up in the fifth place.
Well, when you consider the big accident that he had yesterday and how his back must be suffering, I think that's quite remarkable. The elder statesman of Britain racing, and Lichtenstein is through on the exit of the hairpin. Oh, Buri just went wide a little, and Lichtenstein saw his chance and was through, and is now going to try and consolidate that lead. So it's Lichtenstein leading from the Argentine, but not a mile off from Antti Buri, and Buri is there trying desperately hard to get back into the lead, but Van Oos is now beginning. He certainly stayed with them. He's beginning to close on them now. So he set the fastest lap on the race on that last lap, 49.102. This time Lichtenstein does a 48.842.
Look at Flori trying to get up the inside. Here's a fourth place, almost did it. And to get just about hands off the position, and now Flori is going to be compromised on the run up the hill and gapping off. Not really strive out, tries to get on the inside but can't. And Max Van Splinter and Nelson is coming back into this as well, isn't he? Slightly closing up as Antti Buri into the back of Lichtenstein on the braking order. He's not giving up on this, although he has a slightly better pace in the third half of the circuit. The second half is definitely Buri.
And look at that, Buri looked up the inside, he tried to force his way through, going into clear ways. That was fairly easily defended by Lichtenstein. They're still nose to tail as they come on a Brabham straight and across the line. It's Lichtenstein from Buri by a quarter of a second, just under. And next, once again, Lichtenstein sets the fastest now at 48.279. And now they've rocked up the hill into Druids. These two maintaining a furious pace and setting a very high standard where everybody else is desperately trying to keep up. Van Oos doing a very good job, probably the best of the remainder. And Chilla now up in the fourth place, holding off the challenge from Michel Torre.
Lichtenstein is right on the ragged edge. Every time he goes into Paddock Hills End, he's on the just spinning the car. He has to do that. He has to brake. And that's possible. Centimetre to keep Antti Buri behind him. But now Antti Buri starts to wind this up here. The pin in second place, coming into the slipstream. The inside line's going to be blocked. He might have to try the outside line now. He gets halfway alongside. That wheel level with rear wheel. Lichtenstein holds the lead of the race, though, Brian.
I think Lichtenstein has that with greater form. Buri had a long way to go to get up alongside, and he may
There goes Flori.
and so couldn't really hold the initiative. And Lichtenstein leads. I'm beginning to think that this is the man who's got the victory written all over him. With 7 laps completed, we're on the 8th. We've still got a long way to go. And of course, we've seen situations like this many a time where it ultimately can end in disaster. Now that we don't want to happen. But out they come from Clark Curve onto Brabham Straight, and Lichtenstein is beginning just to open up a gap.
Understeer for the car of Lichtenstein, especially in the corner, having difficulty, having the car rotating underneath them. So that's very promising aspect. If you're over a couple of weeks in the way, also have some space there.
Well, he's not losing out to Antti Buri because he's leading like 0.312 of a second. That's all less luxurious by the standards of this race. These two are really giving us some great Formula 4 festival entertainment. But has Antti Buri's challenge failed? Faded rather, not failed, but faded, because now there is daylight between them, and there's 2.5 length maybe as they come round through Clark Curve onto the Brabham Straight up to the completion of 9 laps. We're not far from half distance and that gap seems to be getting wider. It's just under half a second this time as Lichtenstein leads from Antti.
They're coming up to the back marker.
Flori's got 4. Oh.
And he gets ahead of Antti, but runs a little bit wide of the end of panic.
Yes, he's
dragging back onto the line. He can, Michel Flori, the current Dutch champion, gets 4 place ahead of the finish drive. There's a rifle scrap going on behind with Gavin also at 55.
And Lichtenstein very near towards the end of a tail back marker, and I thought that might open the door for Antti Buri, but he got himself together and very quickly
Buri's back into it.
established his lead.
No, he's still got it. He's still got
Buri to get back onto the tail of the Argentine driver.
Buri is right back in this.
4th place into McLaren. Getting closer together
No, he didn't even. His leg was gone.
Lichtenstein lost a little bit of speed on that lap. His lap time was 48.358.
There we go, he's back
Could
and
be at
forth.
47. These guys really are lapping it away. Look at this. Antti Buri is back in the action for a few laps. Just he's right back on the tail of Lichtenstein. Now you have to establish whether he's a champion, real champion. But the Formula 4 Festival has always been a one-off event. They love to win it, but this is a massive while going on the range of very country drivers. Antti Buri, who's had, I think, some 4 years in Formula 4 now, chasing after the young Lichtenstein from the Argentine, who's had a lot less experience, but my God, he's faster than Antti Buri. Looked up the inside, but there was no hope there, and so he changed his mind, tucked it behind. Now,
There he goes, there he goes.
but surely Lichtenstein is going to close the door there.
No, no.
They come down into Graham Hillman. Buri has got to show imagination here. It's not easy, but he's got to show a special ability to come back and to challenge the very quick Argentine driver.
Gap opens up on the way to McLaren. Antti Buri gets halfway along the way.
Lichtenstein's off.
So Buri is continuing and Lichtenstein gets
Buri's on his own now. He's got no challenge.
third place. There was just a little contact between Antti Buri and Lichtenstein,
There's Buri.
but it's Van Ossoff in the 2nd place. But for how long? And has that affected Lichtenstein's tyres? Has it affected his outright speed?
Also giving Flori a chance to catch up a bit.
Now, we are at over half distance, 12 laps completed, 8 to go, they're on their 9th, and
He's got damage to his nose cone, Lichtenstein.
and Ross is in 2nd place, advanced behind Antti Buri, 5.5 seconds being the difference.
Flori is catching him actually.
Back at the inside of
Last night the white
Gets
car
back
was
ahead of Van Ossoff.
Well, that shows that his car has not been seriously affected because Van Os has not been slow. His fastest lap actually is a 48.251 compared to Lichtenstein's 47.604. And don't forget, that's the fastest lap.
Oh, he's back up to 2nd.
Now, into Paddock Hill over the bend they go, with Lichtenstein leading. No, he's not, he's in 2nd place. That's the tourist on his way back down the hill. And, of course, he's got a very substantial lead now. And, of course, in this fading light, it looks a little bit darker from within here than it does outside. So I don't think the light is an issue. But they will have to be considering that. We certainly want this to go the full 20 laps. And remembering that 47 and 48, which are the lap times they're doing, it isn't going to take very long to bring this race to a conclusion.
Yes, there's Lichtenstein, number 17. F1 number 17 just accidentally got off the track.
What I think we're looking at here is
Accidentally left Michel Buri pass.
He's now got the time down to 47.572 fastest lap, and I fancy that he's rather hoping that he'll be able to catch Buri. Can back markers help him? I don't know, but it just shows he has the speed still in the car, and he is putting on a brave fight. He's getting away from Van Os. The gap was only just under a second before, but now again it's going to grow. now to the race leader is 5.7, and yet again Lichtenstein does the fastest lap of 47.484. He really is flying.
Yeah, race leader Antti Buri has got no traffic problems to worry about either. The gap's coming down, half a second on that lap, 5.7 seconds, and there's only 4 laps to go at the end of this the race, and his catching is not good enough really. Now we've got this huge crowd going on behind, and it took him 15 laps, but Magnus Brunner just was Gavin now having to track down the
Glory not casting quick enough. What he really needs is 17 to slip.
Antti Buri told me on Friday night at the forum that he really wanted his name on the Road of Honour as winners of the Formula Ford Festival, and who can blame him for that? Well, it looks as though with that little incident over there at Airways that he gained the advantage. It was a very touch and go situation, but it has given him the advantage at the end of 16 laps to make it look as though it's almost certain that he is going to take the victor's laurels. And well, with some justification, he's had a very good season. I do think that a very worthy competitor in second place is Lichtenstein, Eric Lichtenstein from the Argentine.
Lichtenstein carrying a little bit of pressure as well.
Fastest lap, 47.4.
Yeah, half a second quicker again. Gap's just over 5 seconds. 3 laps to go. Mark Van Os is there in third place. Looks like he's going to get on the podium. And then we've got Michel Flory, the World Champion, who's coming good now in the final race. He's up to 4th place, pulling away from Van Splendor in his 5th.
All right, well, there's life in the old log here. I think he's a remarkable chap. Anyway, there's Flory, there's Van Splendor and Halls, Angela, Ahmed, Lundell, Dowd, Ragiescu, Dunstan and Ray. Then rounds off the field, but 18 laps completed, 2 laps to go. Antti Buri doesn't have to worry. Eric Lichtenstein can have as many fastest laps as he likes, as long as they don't lead to a diminution of his advantage before the checkered flag. It's down to 4.697, so it is coming down, but it's all going to be a bit too late because they're on their 19th and penultimate lap. So it's looking good for a finish victory in the Formula Ford Festival. And I asked Antti where he thought he might stand in the pecking order of communicators in Ford business, and I said he's way ahead of Raikkonen, ahead of Mika Hakkinen. I think he's behind Keke Rosberg at the moment, but he was improved. Anyway, they're on their last lap, and Antti Buri looks as though he's got victory in the bag
someone goes
as he proceeds towards the checkered flag, and a very fine victory.
Now, where is Lichtenstein? Now he's doing one straight. The race leader is the McLaren for 5 times.
Okay, and now this is going to be a bit of a game of racing as well, isn't it? Well, you never know when we're getting very excited here, and there is the flag.
Yeah, flag is out.
Checkered flag.
Antti Buri's the winner.
And he takes the victory in the Formula Ford Festival Duratec race of 2012, and that's